Good evening, Speed Gaming, and welcome to this week's edition of the Zelda 1 Randomizer Weekly Race. And this time, we got four runners: E My Steel, Potato Pony, Willard J. Bradley, and Fury SK, jumping into a Consternation seed with a twist, an overworld item block. Now,
So we
this
got
thing's going to be interesting for sure. I'm Leslie Pro. Tonight I'm joined by Chiros. How you doing tonight?
hello everybody. So we got our wonderful classic consternation seed with the new overworld item blocks flag again, and that means that at least one of the dungeons or the white sword item will be blocked by one of the important items.
Nice. The Take Any Cave at level 3. It is going to be a blue candle pickup for three of our runners. Fury, finding the white sword item, and it is a heart container. We've got any roads on Potato Pony side, and we get one going all the way up to West Death Mountain. Not bad. Normally they'd be right next door, but I don't think you can access that tile from that side, so that is passable if you're gonna do that game. Just saying.
And a heart container underneath the Armos as well.
Yep, that's the one that Fury got. And Eat My Steel taking a death in the overworld.
So of course consternation is a little bit different from our usual SG Live flags we've been practicing a bit lately, which means we have some heart shuffle, right?
That we do. The dungeon hearts are in the item pool. And Willard just took a death in the overworld. And speaking of, the signups are on a deadline.
The 15th, in fact. That is less than 2 weeks away.
Yep, so if you're interested in signing up, hurry up. Eat My Steel, finding the wood sword. And Willard's finding our first large secret. That is 92. That is below the average.
And I believe that was some 30 bombs there.
Oof. Not cheap bombs at all. Oh,
25 on the
minimum mid secret. That is disgusting. So this is going to be a subpar money seed at best, even with the small secret being the max. And Eat My Steel just ate a door repair.
Got a sword for Potato Punny. And a little technical difficulties for Fury.
And Willard just about ate a door repair, but was able to quickly up and A out of it to save his rupees. As our runners are checking the overworld. Oh yes, as K-Tap mentions in chat, it is poverty time because this is a poverty seed.
Now, granted, it is a first quest overworld, meaning that we will have 3 of those slightly subpar large secrets.
For a second, I thought that was going to say donations accepted, and that it said donations are non-refundable. Nice curveball. I appreciate that one. Nice dodging of everything going on that screen by Eat My Steel.
Got some return by Fury, SK. Got his candle already. No sword yet.
And that's going to be a potions shop at first quest level 1, and Willard has found the wood sword. And I think Fury's about to find it too, as yep, that it is. It is 1 north of Vanilla Start. So, for those not familiar, Consternation is a flag set that shuffles a lot of options as you've got your enemy groups shuffled between dungeons and overworld with a full cave shuffle, a random start shuffle, enemies plus or minus 2 HP, and bosses are also affected by that flag too. And also, the randomized enemy groups are why you are seeing Dark Nuts and Wizrobes in the overworld, which means we're probably going to be seeing Lionels in the underworld instead. And
We're
also
also
with the shops, prices are randomized within a range, secrets are randomized within a range. Yeah, Consternation changes a lot from the base game. I think Willard is taking on these Wizrobes for a bomb drop. Does come up with a clock, though. That will help. But no
no love.
dice.
Arrows are 67 if they need to get those later.
Willard's just going to buy a 4-pack. I don't blame him. If the enemies aren't dropping, then that makes the most sense. And we've got our first dungeon find on Eat My Steel side. It is level 6. This, in the Shapes algorithm, which is used as part of Consternation, tends to be one of the largest dungeons of the first 6. As the way the dungeons are mapped out in Shapes is you have levels 1 through 6 on the same 8x16 grid, and then 7 through 9 occupy the other 8x16 grid. That used to be 2 separate 8x8 grids for 7 and 8, and 1 for level 9 by itself, but that is no longer the case.
Bomb drop for Eat My Steel in level 6, so he's loaded for bear.
And you just might need them in dungeons too, because dungeons are known for needing a lot of bombs. Say, example, that manhandler. Oh, and it's a beefy manhandler. It rolled up on the HP. That is a disgusting act.
But
And
4
my Steel
bombs.
totally owned it.
4 bombs get refunded. The
And
book.
that is the book. In Consternation, that acts as an atlas, which shows us the map of all the dungeons when we are at least inside said dungeon, and we see this level 6 is segmented. There will be an extra transport staircase as a result. Also, we like to have a little fun with these type of dungeons that are in Shapes. We like to call it Name That Ink Blot.
Or some people actually prefer Name That Cactus.
Hey, that's also a good one too, because oftentimes the ink blot is a cactus.
A blue ring pickup by Potato Bunny. That is quite early.
I do not blame that pickup whatsoever, because at low health resources, the extra defense can also make a difference. I think Eat My Steel was going to go for a Kanana key there, but missed it. What a Kanana key is has to do with how the Nintendo Entertainment System, or Famicom, take your pick, handles multiple events at the same time. Flat out, it can't. As a result of that, when the shutter door opens, there is a frame window of about 21 frames to pass through a key door without using a key. Actually, I'm gonna go with Diesel Pilot in chat. Someone fell backwards out of a chair. You know, that's exactly what happens when you lean back in a chair. Teachers say to keep the floor on the floor for a reason, and that's why. You don't want to be the one that gets made a meme out of because you tipped back in your chair and you ate it.
You got Potato Pony also in level 6, doing some work there. Yeah, I have to commend him for getting that blue ring with the lower amount of money that's involved. With all the low rolls on the mid and high.
Now, Eat My Steel is opting to preserve keys here, which is a sound strategy. With only one, would only be able to open one of the key door. You save a key and get one in return. That is nice.
But right there is a good example of a room why that atlas is so important, because he bombed up, didn't need to bomb right because it will not be there.
Absolutely. Now you know where to go in these dungeons. Oh yeah, one last thing about Kananaki. You can't do it if you have any keys, because the key will still get used up regardless. Actually, while level 6 is going on the top part of the screen, Fury SK found a level 8. And wouldn't you know it, it is a Lionel's Den. And Willard has found level 7, so all 4 of our runners are in dungeons.
And pretty big ones at that.
Fury has found a Dig Dogger. That is a boss that you require the recorder to defeat. Now, will that be needed? Hard to say, as Willard comes up with a level 7 map. Also got 2 Dodongos with 1 bomb. Very nicely done.
Leok returns with the red candle.
That means we have a red candle in level 8, and we've got a bait block in level 6 as Potato Pony comes up with the book.
We also saw an in-dungeon hint for Fury saying that Dodongo dwells by a lake, so that'll be level 2.
That could be the forgotten spot. That could be a number of locations, but right now, with Eat My Steel leaving, I am led to believe that level 6 is bait blocked.
And I believe we did see a bait for sale for around 60 something.
Yeah, I believe it was 61 rupees, so if Eat My Steel heads directly there, we'll be able to get it for the exact change.
And Willard had also picked up a blue ring.
Eat My Steel in no rush to head back to level 6. Instead, he's going to do some overworld exploration, which with 0 cash makes sense because if you run into, say, a door repair, you're not losing anything. Does find a large secret, however, and picks up 92 rupees as a result.
Who knows, it might be enough for a bomb upgrade.
It just might be. There are 2 of those, and where they are, who knows. Fury finds the hint for level 6. We know where it is. He doesn't. And that is a very nice block clip by Fury to get into the diamond staircase for the red candle that was hinted at. And now we got Eat My Steel back in level 6. While Fury SK is opting to light Lionel's on fire with the red candle, you can do that because you have unlimited use of that candle flame, but you gotta be careful. Those Lionel beams do 2 hearts of damage.
And Willard finds the stair item in level 7. A heart container.
Yep, just a heart container, but that'll help with the health. And now if he finds the white sword item, he'll be able to pick it up because that is on a range of 4 to 6 hearts. And there's the ink blot for level 8. And I want to say that looks like somebody merged the power bracelet with the power glove. It's so bad. And speaking of bad, Fury gets sniped by a Lionel beam. It's not a Zelda 1 randomizer seed until that happens. Back to start, as Willard has the Triforce of level 7 in front of him, but is opting to go into another room could have gone right back to get rid of the land mola, because there's a property with land molas where if you kill one, leave a room and come back, the other one's dead too.
Oh. Chat says there was a scrap metal level 6.
I think the only one of our 4 featured runners that is likely to pick that up would be Fury SK, because he is a big fan of the Bloomerang. At this point in the seed, I wouldn't, but that's just me. Willard's gonna explore at least one more room. Bomb up, find the compass. That is a classic. As it is known, the Rick 6 strat, but unfortunately he is ladder blocked on the same side of the room as an Aquamentus, which thankfully isn't too bad of a boss to deal with. And now locked into a room with Pulse Voice. Yeah, that's an up A. I don't blame him whatsoever. Fury takes a death, while Eat My Steel gets the Triforce out of level 6, and Potato Pony is also leaving where they were, which I believe was level 6, and Eat My Steel finding what you want to find. That's level 1.
Actually, Potato Pony had actually been in level 5 for a brief bit. Ran into a mugger. It looks like paid it, but I missed what the mugger was taking besides a heart.
I didn't see it either, but level 1 is one you really want to find. And then even when Heart Shuffle is turned off, because even in basic item shuffle, you're getting at least 2 items. With Heart Shuffle on, it's 3.
It's a standard mugger at minus 41 rupees, though. And there's a boat.
Insert bad meme here.
Bow on the floor, level 1.
But that's how good level 1 is. There's a good chance of finding a required item. And speaking of required items, chat is letting us know that the ladder was in level 5, picked up by Potato Pony, and Eat by Steel just got Triforce knowledge of where it is in level 1. And no, it's not one room over this time.
Willard doing the deep dive for that second item in 7.
This is a bit of a risky play here, because while there's a lot of stuff we don't know about this seed as of yet, what we do know is this level 7 is very large. I'm not sure how many rooms, but to dig all those rooms out takes time, and Eat My Steel does a block clip around the blue danger noodles, because those blue lamolas move very fast, gets rewarded with the any key. That is a very nice reward. And Fury is trying to get around a Dig Dogger in level 2 to a spiral staircase, has the recorder. So this Dig Dogger is about to get a rude awakening. Also, something else that's randomized can be randomized by option is the song the recorder plays. So, if you heard it, name that tune.
Well, we'd have to switch over to Fury's audio.
And Potato Pony's found level 3 up at First Quest level 2. Ink Block kind of reminding me of level 2 as Willard gets the Triforce out of level 7. Oh, really? Surprised by that.
Yeah, you're back to normal now.
Okay, microphone decided to do some down and distance shenanigans on me. Now Eat My Steel is heading for the level 1 Triforce, which is just take out a keys and have it drop right at your feet, apparently. But that's the end of that dungeon. That's a 3-segmented level 2. I'm gonna call that a bad Tetris well. Because I've been watching some classic Tetris World Championship qualifiers this weekend. Chat's also pointing out the wand was in level 1, is Eat My Steel is in level 4, and the power bracelet is on the coast. Was guarded by a Wizrobe, but Potato Pony ladder clips to it. Very well done. And this is a Pepsi night for sure, looking at those prices on the potions. I didn't see where the paper was. Can't say I recognize that offhand. I'm gonna agree with Jet. Those bomb prices at a 50% markup are yikes. Oh yeah, and amongst the other things that Consternation has is... Well, I'll hold that thought. That's a very good bomb price. So the bomb upgrades, they're 2, and they give anywhere between 2 and 6 bombs for anywhere between 75 and 125 rupees. Willard picked up the max of 6 from that bomb upgrade. That is outstanding. You've got Potato Pony exploring Death Mountain, Fury working around some blue Lionels. So, typically, I touched on this before briefly, but I'll bring it up again. Level 2 typically doesn't have any transport staircases. For each segment, there is a transport staircase added in. So there's 2 sets in this level 2 by that math. I mean, the logic dictates that the game has to be beatable. We found one of the 2 items in level 2. That one's a heart container. Both items in level 2 are floor drops, and speaking of floor drops, that was also the level 3 floor drop, a heart container. And Eat My Steel is gonna love that bomb upgrade.
I mean, who doesn't want to have more bombs?
In this game, absolutely. They're probably some of the most... In terms of all the Zelda games, I'd consider them amongst the most useful things to have in this game because they're needed for exploration, straight up. There are other games that do bombs really well, like, say, Breath of the Wild has a really cool spin on bombs, I feel, because they're basically unlimited. But that's beside the point. Bombs are very powerful in this game, and speaking of powerful, the Triforce piece is that you pick up because Willard now has the one out of level 3. And Jap pointing out that Fury picked up Lord Banana. I'm gonna have to ask him about that later. Because I can think of somebody else that would. Floor Heart for Eat My Steel in 3.
He'll probably upgrade it later. But I mean, boomerangs are a good thing to have, period, just because some enemies can be stunned very well.
Some enemies are much easier to deal with when you stun them. However, there's some enemies that they don't work on. Those being Wizrobes, those being Dark Nuts, and it's a 2-heart level 3, so if you were looking for progression in level 3, you're left disappointed.
But Eat My Steel does have 8 hearts, which is well on the way to even thinking about Magical Sword when it's found.
That is a very good point, because the Magical Sword also has its heart range shuffled for when it can be picked up from the vanilla 12 to 10 to 14. Potato Pony takes down an Aqua Mentis, but nothing for it. And yes, I would agree, level 1 loaded with the goods as it tends to be. You get a French Vanilla Bow, plus an any key, plus a wand. Yeah, that's yeah, once again, level 1, a really good stop. I mean, I've seen seeds where that's not the case, but today, it is a good stop. Oh, that Dodongo is in a mean place, so you can't do the bomb strike maneuver to get a bomb drop off a Dodongo. In that case, you just have to feed it 2 bombs and then get on your way. And Eat My Steel now having 3 Triforce pieces, and Fury taking a death in 7, with Potato Pony getting a red candle. And Eat My Steel has shown us where the letter is. It is at one of the Armos in the forest. We continue to go through the dungeons, and we are basically retracing the runner's steps, so this is a good time to mention that, in case you missed it earlier, the deadline for signing up for the Z1R SG Live Tournament is on October 15th, so for those of you out there interested in giving this a go, feel free to sign up, because there are money prizes to be had for the top runners. Fury is working through some Gibdos, and then comes into a room with a bunch of Gorillas. Now, Gorillas in Zelda 1 can be particularly nasty because it's very hard to tell when they're gonna throw the boomerang. It's extremely random.
So Eat My Steel just checked out the East Raft spot. Did not see him pick up that earlier. So the tricky thing about having the heart shuffle is if there was a floor drop, you could blink and miss it. Chat saying 4.
Raft was 4, which is interesting because in vanilla, the raft is needed to enter level 4.
But Willard just picked up that raft. I saw that one pick up there. There are many hearts in the game, And with them all being shuffled into the item pool, there, we just have to mentally note them.
Yeah, Double Heart was also level 3. Worth noting to chat. Eat My Steel does buy the wooden arrows.
Yeah, we are down to 3 items, looking for their locations: the red ring, the white sword, and the most important, silver arrows.
And we don't even know where. Honestly, at this point, we also don't know where the White Sword Cave is. We only know it's somewhere on the overworld, blocked, potentially. And now we find level 5 with Potato Pony in 8.
There's the 41 rupees that Potato Pony paid earlier. And that's the ladder. That's why he left pretty quickly. Yeah, the White Sword Cave is the recorder, but the actual White Sword is someplace. Yeah, we saw the White Sword Cave already.
And in level 5, Eat My Steel has crossed paths with Moldorms. Now, in this game, they're not nearly as trolly as they are in later games. Looking at A Link to the Past as I say that. But they're still not the easiest in the world to deal with. Now, Eat My Steel is up to 9 hearts, and that is 1 away from a 20% shot at the magical sword as Fury SK takes a death in level 7.
Oh, Willard taking death to Lanmola's in level 1.
Now, it's worth noting that block clipping in a room with blue landmolas is rather nerve-wracking because they move really fast and that can throw your timing off ever so slightly. Now, the blue ring is a shop item, yet I did not see what shop it was picked up from or where that shop was.
And there can be multiple shops that hold it, unlike the regular game.
And that's the Triforce out of that massive level 8 for Potato Pony as Willard gets the Any key.
And Fury gets the Triforce out of level 7.
Well timed. I don't think Fury's gonna be going back there. Period. Speaking of Triforce pieces, that's the 1 out of 5 for Eat My Steel. Yeah, I'm gonna agree with Chad. Dark Knight, Wizrobe, Overworld, not fun. But personally, that means they're not in the dungeons. I do believe that was the White Sword Cave that Potato Pony just stepped out of.
Indeed.
Yes, that's the recorder.
Right after finding the hint for it being at the grave.
The one enemy type I did not mention was, no, the one enemy type that I didn't mention was Moblins. Those also got shuffled in. Quote the Keys Nevermore is actually a reference to an old saying called quote quote the Raven nevermore. This song might have been, we'll see in the end credits, as Eat My Steel has entered level 7. Only thing here worth picking up is the Triforce. Yeah, oftentimes the tempo of these tracks is just a little weird. Oh, that, yeah, I tend to try and avoid referencing that type of thing, because what if someone hasn't seen the movie? I know it's an old movie, but come on, you don't see me spoiling Xenoblade Chronicles at all. I'm pretty sure I'd get roasted if I did.
Well, definitely not a Wrath block today. Funny how he's Magical Sword at Spectral Rock.
That's going to be 10 to 14 hearts. And it's near an any road, so we may see runners go for that as they become aware of it and get enough hearts. Okay, that's fair. And Willard has the Triforce out of level 1, and Potato Pony finding a take any under one of the vanilla any roads. That's the 10th heart container for Eat My Steel, so once they find where the magical sword is, they could potentially pick it up. We don't know yet, because do I have a spoiler log in front of me? No, that would ruin the fun. Potato Pony taking a death in the overworld. Eat My Steel getting the Triforce out of level 7. And honestly, I can confirm that I have used the tracker before myself, and I will be honest, it can be a little temperamental. Sometimes it'll just eat your input like a NES game that's on Cuso Grande. Willard sees the hint about the red candle. Potato Pony's taking on the Dig Dogger, and once they split up, it can be very hard to get hits on them. This is often where some runners will pick up a boomerang for dealing with a Dig Dogger. And Eat My Steel now picking up the recorder, and chat pointing out that the flute is locking level 2. Eat My Steel doing an up A after checking the first quest magical sword location. to get some health back, and then an immediate up A after the fairy fountain. And when you do that, your health refills. And then a Wizrobe says no.
So level 2 definitely meets our requirement of the Forest Overworld block, but I don't think we've seen level 9.
No, we have not. It could be just about anywhere. And yes, the door repair guy does take money in this. Anywhere between 15 and 25 rupees.
Okay. Chat says they've seen level 9. We missed it.
Must have been during all the early game dungeon exploration. That happens sometimes.
Gotcha.
It is worth noting that this randomizer does have some aesthetic settings that you can adjust, and it won't alter your seed value. Like, for example, you can even have the music shuffled. That was mind-blowing when I saw that for the first time. Because right now, I'm starting to suspect that the silvers... Let's think for a sec. We've seen 1 item out of 4. I'm thinking silvers are an 8 or 9 for some reason. I'll admit I haven't tracked level 8 as well as I should have, but... that's okay, can't see everything. And am I still going to explore additional rooms in level 2? The 2 items here make sense. And Trail's pointing out we have 2 items outstanding in level 8, perhaps not able to get to all of them, so at this point I'd say it's 50-50 that it's an 8 or 9. That's the level 2 Triforce for Eat My Steel. I mean, if it is level 8, then that could be bad news for Potato Pony for having already gotten the Triforce, would be a while. And for having 1 stair item, and Fury is in level 4 now, so perhaps we will see it on what it is on this dive, as that raft was very early. And then the dungeon's ladder blocked. Oh, hi, Ganon's room, and no Ganon. Must be Ganon's summer home or something. Unfortunately for Potato Pony, short on money for bomb upgrade. And yeah, this level 4 isn't the easiest on the eyes, but it's not a color palette that bugs my eyes as much as, say, the level 7 color palette of Classic Tetris. Something about that's just not easy on the eyes. That's just me. Key pickup for Fury. I believe Potato Pony's heading back for the Triforce in level 2, and then it's just gonna bolt. And Eat My Steel is very close to the White Sword, rather the Magical Sword Cave, but instead is fruiting away. And one of the flags you can change in this rando is whether the recorder takes you to the original dungeon location or their actual location. And there's the Triforce in level 4 as we see on Fury's side, but Fury's doing more exploration and Eat My Steel just entered level 4, and that's the second Triforce for Potato Pony out of level 2. There it is. Let's see what it is. That's the red ring. Fury doesn't have a ring at all, so this is a fantastic pickup for him. So now, he's only going to take quarter the damage. There's the Triforce out of level 4, as Willard also picks up a Triforce. His was level 6. Potato Pony enters level 8. Perhaps we will see something on this trip that we weren't able to see. Oh, investigating the Dig Dogger block. I like this strategy, as this is right by the entrance to the dungeon. Let's see if it pays off.
You're in level 1.
Yeah, it won't trails, however, there could still be a floor drop here. And no dice. It was a push block shutter door. Oh shoot, Eat My Steel is locked in with Lionel's shooting at him. Manages to escape. And Fury has the map for level 1, and I swear that looks like a corkscrew to me. There's the ring for Eat My Steel, and the
other runner
for Fury, and Willard taking down a manhandler.
Eat My Steel being the other runner that previously did not have a ring, going to red.
Yeah, so our rings are either red or blue. And if you are thinking of Generation 1 Pokemon, that's not what we're getting at here, but you're close. And we just got a hint from Eat My Steel that the Dodongo dwells with the boomerang. We already know this as a restream, but Eat My Steel did not know that in all likelihood. Oh, that's another one that's red or blue. Well played. Also, it is worth noting that Consternation, the hints are mixed. Some of the hints you will get are truthful, and some of the hints are community hints. They're joke hints that reference a number of different things, pop culture, etc. They have nothing to do with the game. There's even one about Aquamentus awaiting with a car. I kid you not. And Potato Pony takes a death in level 7. Eat My Steel has one Triforce left to get, and that's at level 8, with Fury getting the Triforce out of level 1. Interesting proposition there, Trails. I'm going to go a different angle. I'm going to say one of those is going to be in level 8, the other is going to be in level 9, just to make things interesting. Potato Pony adds the Triforce out of level 7 to their collection. And for Fury, he's gonna have to go get some bait to deal with that bait block. And Fury gets the bad news about Manhandler being beefy, but takes it down nicely. Sees that it's the book, and well, while it's an atlas, which is an added function for the rando, it does produce the effect of fire when you use the wand. While this can be a means of creating fire, yes, this can be problematic due to, well, causing lag to the game. Now Eat My Steel opts for the more expensive drink, and Willard is found level 9, which is one south of where you get the paper in first quest. But is going to investigate Casino Corner in full, while Eat My Steel is going to investigate Death Mountain near where first quest 9 is. It's a door repair, in a very familiar spot, I might add. There's a heart container for Potato Pony up to 10 with a shot at Mags Eat My Steel. Shows us that 10 hearts is not enough for the magical sword. Which is an inconvenience, but it's alright. There's still plenty of hearts out there to make that magical sword play happen. Willard into level 5. He's going to do a pirouette. And what this does, this is in the vanilla game too, by the way, what that pirouette does is it takes the first door and clears it. So if it's a locked door, it opens. If it's a bomb wall, then the bomb wall acts as if it was never there. Pretty cool trick. Well, in that sense, yes, it does waste time, but at the same time, our runners who have played this game several times, after a while, muscle memory develops for said game, and that could be for just about any game, be it a speedrun, a randomizer, even a casual game. That muscle memory develops, and there are habits that are developed as a result, as Potato Pony gets the Triforce out of level 5. And Willard picks up a heart. And there is, and speaking of hearts, if you run into 3 mugger rooms, pay 3 hearts, and the magical sword is 14 hearts, you never get up to 14, then guess what? You're not getting it. Kinda mean, but hey, that's the way games are sometimes. Fury's in level 3. And Willard is the Triforce out of level 5.
"20 bombs for Fury SK with double the bomb upgrades."
That's 2.5 times your starting capacity, which personally, I love to see. Now, one thing I have not seen yet, well, actually, no, not true. I've seen the hint shop, but nobody's bought any hints from them just yet. We're at that point in the seed where the only real good hint that could be there is the rare occurrence of a silver arrow hint being there. I've seen it happen, but is that worth it to our runners playing right now? Probably not.
They're more likely to get the random chance of having the silver hints in level 9 saying it's here or elsewhere.
Watching level 8 being worked on Eat My Steel side. And Chad is right, Trails is or rather Eat My Steel is going to tell us everything we need to know about the rest of the seed. I do believe lack of ladder was a detriment earlier.
Now, there's a chance that the floor item in level 7 was not found. I cannot say for sure.
Nah, I think it was a recovery heart, but I could be wrong.
7 had a heart in a stairwell case everybody got, but Willard, I know, had searched level 7 for quite a while trying to find that floor item.
And there's a spiral staircase, which, if memory serves, I believe that's the red candle. Nope, that's a transport staircase. Fury is the Triforce out of level 3 with Willard getting the power bracelet on the coast. Eat My Steel now knows where the Triforce is in this dungeon, and this is a room that's going to be Lag City with all these Lionels shooting beams. At least for a little bit. And that far block on the left, which can move in any room that has such a block in Consternation, does not move. Yeah, an awful lot of Lionels in this level 8. I can't blame anybody for not wanting to deal with this if they came here early, because I know I wouldn't. And our second basement item has been found in level 8, a recovery heart. We've seen the mags check at 10. Does Eat My Steel check at 11 or Potato Pony at 12? Jury's out, because right now it's 50-50 that either of the two runners has enough.
Yuri picking up his magical.
The odds of Eat My Steel checking that just dropped dramatically. White sword on the floor in level 8. So that puts the silvers in level 9 by process of elimination.
And with the full Triforce, time to go digging.
That it is. It is time for level 9. So, for level 9, normally we are after 2 things. But this time, we're after 3. Those 3, we are after the silver arrows. And while hunting for those, Eat My Steel is going to be after what we consider a roar and a door. That roar refers to the beast. The beast is very loud, very noisy, and if you're in a room in level 9 and you hear said roar, that means the beast is in an adjacent room. Also, Eat My Steel is looking for a single shutter door that stays shut when it is cleared of enemies, and after defeating it, the beast will be a single shutter door that pops open despite enemies still being in the room. That is the objective. Find the kidnapped. Hit the dot done, finish the game, and speaking of the beast, we found Ganon right away in level 9, but we don't have the silvers yet. In fact, Ganon could be forcing a very long circular route around. That also means this room has to have a bombable wall, which it does to the north.
Oh, lovely.
Oh, wow!
The kidnap guards the compass, so hiding seek
That is
champion
one
activate.
of the worst hints you can see for level 9, because you get a hit for Quadrant of the Beast, Quadrant of the Kidnapped. In this case, Quadrant of the silvers to kill the beast, and where the compass is. In this case, we're just flat out not going to find it.
Well, the good news is you're not going to have to clear rooms in hope of finding the compass, because you're not.
Well, what if we had a seed where a runner doesn't see that hint to the very end? Like, that would just be infuriating.
So they'll be level 9 doing level 9 things.
Yep, and not the worst things that I personally have seen level 9 do. Something Pentaforce tournament. But level 9 also has 6 sets of transport staircases plus 2 basement staircases. In this instance, of there being transport staircases, it's worth taking them just to see where they're linked to. Bad news for Potato Pony. No dice on 12. So, to 13 hearts maybe, or is Potato Pony gonna say forget about it?
And we have confirmed that all the Triforce counters are up to date.
Yes, by process of elimination, Oasis, the silvers have to be in level 9. And it's not going to be easy to find them either. Personally, I'd be taking staircases here, but that's just me.
We're gonna find a heart first, aren't we, Leslie?
Wouldn't surprise me. Seen that happen before. I mean, I do get with this smaller setup for that level 9 has now with 7, 8, and 9 on the same 8x16. The staircases don't mean nearly as much, but that's not the point. The point's to take them so you can eliminate another stair somewhere in the dungeon. But that's just me.
Potato Pony would definitely like to have knowledge of level 1 because with only one key, it's just gonna give you trouble, slow you down.
And that Eat My Steel just walked into is a turnstile room. So, a turnstile room is a second quest room that is active in Consternation, where it is a single push block room where you have to push the block to proceed in another direction. Although in that case, it's a dead end for all intents and purposes. Although this staircase could be promising for Eat My Steel because it's on the other side of the dungeon and on the other side of where Ganon was blocking basically passage to this side of the dungeon. What is this? The Silvers? No, transport.
Fury got his white sword in 8 and decided to pass on the heart, saying, I don't need to go for mags.
Can't say I blame him. It's the right call in this situation, I feel, and that is 8 Triforces for Fury SK. He will be off to level 9 soon. Now Eat My Steel is taking transport staircases as Willard comes up with the recorder. I don't think Willard's going to be happy about where level 2 is located. Call it a hunch.
With the first quest overworld, there's very few item block locations, and one recorder spot is one of them.
Yes, there's one recorder spot, the 4 push blocks blocked by the power bracelet, as well as the 2 raft spots.
And without having any mixed overworld, there are no ladder block dungeon spots.
There are ladder block dungeon spots in Mixed and second quest. Oh, and we have a level 9 staple, the Patra. Now, we already know where Ganon is, but say Ganon were in a neighboring room. The roar of a Patra, or any boss for that matter, would drown out Ganon's roar. And Patra, we reference Patra Wayne as Patra Wayne after a game show host.
And Fury has just confirmed that, once again, the level 7 floor item is indeed a heart container. He did dig that out.
It's worth noting that each time you kill a Patra and leave the room, it will never respawn. The only way a Patra does respawn is if you kill it and it's in a Triforce room and you pick it up without leaving the room. Oh, hi, Zelda's room, but you're not here. Nobody's perfect. That's all I'm going to say about that. And sometimes level 9 does not believe in doors, so you're going to want bombs. Or in some seeds where we turn on the boomstick flag. That is a thing, yes. You just use the boomstick and shoot at all the walls. And Fury's in 9 also on the hunt. Gonna be watching both screens to see where the Silvers are. And there they are, Eat My Steel's in go mode. And now it's one turn to the right, and now I can say it officially. Ladies and gentlemen, here's Ganon. Ganon will take up to 8 hits with the white sword to defeat, and then 1 silver arrow will take him out. A Ganon hug will do 1 heart of damage. The fireball, I'd say a quarter heart. with Red Rune? It's about right. But the quarter hearts aren't calculated on the Zelda 1 HUD. There's the stun lock. Down goes Ganon. We got Bacon and Eat My Steel as the Triforce of Power. And now for a wrinkle is that Zelda can be in a room adjacent to the Beast, which is what Eat My Steel is checking right now. And it is! Get your GGs in chat for Eat My Steel, who finishes first on Restream.
With an official race time GG time of 1 hour, 10 minutes, and 10 seconds. Good for second place overall behind Random Effect, finishing first with a 1:08.10, a 2-minute lead.
Very well played run from Eat My Steel. Willard's working on level 8. And the recorder theme, whoever said Cosmo Canyon in chat was absolutely right. And I will be honest, Eat My Steel put on a good show, did not get hosed. And speaking of, we are joined by Eat My Steel in the commentary booth. GG, well played on the seed.
And GG.
Greetings, thank you.
How about that level 9 where you basically find the pig right away, have to go digging for the silvers, and then the kidnap's just right next door?
Yeah, after seeing kind of most of that, now I had a feeling that's possibly where she was. So yeah, that silvers was 100% magical stairway blocked.
See, there's always a chance of something crazy like that happening in level 9.
How could you feel about that compass hint?
Yeah, that's always good to find, right? It's like, oh, I don't have to dig any rooms, I don't have to find a compass. Actually, it's kind of nice in a way, because you know you're not finding it, so just run as fast as you can, don't worry about even clear an easy room, just go.
I suppose that's a good thing. I mean, if you find it late in a level 9 dig, then it feels like you got trolled, honestly.
Yeah, usually you find it after you find where the girl is anyway, so...
So one of the big differences in routing is Potato Pony went into level 8 early, wasn't able to get the white sword. You went in late and were able to come up with it off the ground. That must have felt nice, because I can tell you, Mags needed more than 12 hearts.
Yeah, that's why I didn't even go and check Mags again, because I did pick up that other heart in 8. I think it was a stair heart. I was like, well, I'll pick it up. Maybe I'll go check Mags after I get out of here. And then I got Betty. I was like, nope, that is all I need. That's all we got.
We know that Mags was at least 13.
I mean, just watch Shaddy's stream. You probably figure out how many, because he'll check it after every heart. So who else was on stream with me? I actually didn't even notice who was all on here with me.
You had Potato Pony, you had Fury SK, and you also had Willard J. Bradley.
Yeah, right now, Willard's still in 8. Needs to go and find the Triforce at a level 2. He got 3/4 very late. Potato Pony on the last Triforce in level 4. And Fury is getting there. Level 9.
Okay, through all the Twitch ads, now it should be coming up for me.
Yay for the ads.
So yeah, I was pretty sure that like it wasn't going to be, the silvers weren't going to be in 2. Got that boomerang hint. Where I think it was in 4. I was dumb in level 4. I forgot I picked up the raft. I kept digging through there. I wound up stumbling on that hint. Boomerang was in level 2, so I was like, oh, that's good. That's probably not in 2. So it was in 2. I was figuring somebody else would have probably finished already. 110. And then already finished right when I was in 9. I was like, silver's looking good for in here.
If any passing by level 4 Triforce, try to find that item.
Gonna be pleased with what it is, because Red Ring really helped all of our runners tonight. So, one random question coming up. SG Live is coming up, with the sign-ups due on the 15th. Will we be seeing you sign up for it?
Oh yeah, I better get on that. I keep forgetting to do that. Yeah, I plan on playing that.
Because next week, we're back to the SG Live flags.
Yeah, I like the SG Live flags better this year. I like having more stuff shuffled and stuff. These are good flags. I like these flags.
Potato Pony soon to be heading to level 9 with 8 Triforces.
And then mention the very early meat block that I found in 6, which was mandatory. That was fun.
Yep, you were definitely the first one to discover that. And, yep, not too bad on the bait location and price.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you had exact change for that.
I did. I remembered it wasn't like super expensive. I went back there. I was like, oh, I hope I have it, because I found a door repair on my way there, and I definitely had enough money before that. And then the door repair was like, oh, I should be close. It was exact. I was like, oh, thank God.
I know there's a coin shortage going on in the United States, so having exact change at that point in time just felt there was something right about that, as if it was like bringing awareness to it, because I swear the game knows. In more ways than one, I might add. As Willard's now in 2. And Potato Pony has walked into Ganon's room without the silvers. That's gonna be enough, eh?
Yeah, I'm guessing that level 2 was our overworld block as well.
Yeah, it definitely was, and Fury's picked up the silvers. Although to see an overworld block at Recorder Lake for first quest doesn't surprise me. Then again, first quest, you only have like 7 overworld blocks that are in the overworld block flag set. So part of me isn't surprised by that, for some reason. And now we got a Ganon fight. Willard has the Triforce in front of him for 2, but is not picking it up. Fury is taking Ganon down. More bacon and just a turn to the right. Get your GGs in chat for Fury, because he's going to be soon to finish. Not that soon. Takes turns to the south first. So get your GGs in chat for Fury SK, who finishes second on Restream. And third and fifth overall, excuse me, with a time of 1:18:46. Our 2 other finishers are CJ Chess Jerk in third with a time of 1:15:51, and Truant Gamer with a 1:18:21.
Feels good to get one over CJ tonight. He whooped my butt pretty good last night in the league race, so that felt good seeing him finish after me.
Hey, CJ is a very strong runner in this community, so as far as I'm concerned, there are a number of matchups in this community that are basically coin flips. I'd argue that's definitely one of them. Well,
And just
unless
then,
it's me against random effect, then probably not. Just saying.
and Bogey came in at 6th place with a 119.20. GG to him.
And Willard sees the boomerang and opts not to pick up Lord Banana. At this point in the seed, can't blame him.
Oh, yeah, it's the other one anyway.
We won't be hearing from Fury tonight, but he does say thanks for commentary tracking restream, and to that we say GG's Fury.
And Willard completes his Triforce of Wisdom.
Now he's off to level 9. Don't toot the recorder at Recorder Lake like I did once. It won't work. I'm surprised. Well, this will work out for him. I was going to say I'm surprised he's not taking the health refill, but then I remembered how quick Ganon was in level 9, so that wouldn't matter all that much. Oh, we got Blue Wizrobe sniping like crazy. Yikes. And we're checking the hints. The first one, I heard this was Kaizo Zelda. Oh, please. There's the ladder hint. No feat of strength, so that right there says that the power bracelet is not required. That's why he did it the way he did. He was save scumming to get his money back. Makes sense. Unfortunately for Potato Pony, out of bombs, so... And Byers did not roll the 2 HP, so that is not good news for him, as that is just not going to drop anything. He is going to have to start taking magical staircases to get around. That Gibdo, however, is in the group to drop bombs, and sure enough, one drops. And we welcome in a new audience. Thank you, Speed Gaming, for the raid. This is the Zelda 1 Randomizer Weekly. We're running Consternation flags tonight with an overworld block mandated. And Willard has found Ganon's room, and unfortunately... that room leads nowhere.
Thank you, hint, southeast of Skull.
And Willard now sees the news about who is guarding the compass. In this case, it's kidnapped. Which in this case means the only rooms you really need to clear are those that are of the push block variety, like this one, which it won't move because of the key drop, yet it's still good to know. And also, for those who are just tuning in, the sign-up deadline for the Zelda 1 Randomizer Tournament at Speed Gaming Live is October 15th. So if you're interested, get your sign-ups in, because there are cash prizes on the line.
One more race update. Finishing in 7th place is Malchior with a time of 1:25.05.
It was a magical staircase that led to the silver arrows. Who's going to find it first between Potato Pony and Willard? Except Willard does not take the first staircase. Does he take the second one? Nope. Potato Pony sees a staircase and is taking it. Let's see if this is the right one. Not quite. Just wound up in the same room as Willard. And Potato Pony, I think, is close. Nope, not the right area, because that way to get to the silvers is magical staircase blocked. And that is why I'm one who will take stairs in level 9, because you never know. It could be one of those like this. Potato Pony finds a community hint, and I could not tell you how many times I've gotten that robocall on my end personally. Yep, leave it at that.
And that is likely the one that would have told them where the silver arrows were located.
Absolutely, because we've seen where the beast is, as well as kidnapped guards the compass, so for silver arrows in this seed, our runners were completely on their own. And is Willard going to take this staircase? The answer is nope. He's not taking staircases yet. I mean, I understand why, because you think there may be something of value in the next room, but there are level 9s that do mandate taking staircases. We call those magical staircase seeds. This is one of them. And Potato Pony is on the right path, as Willard takes down a Dig Dogger. It seems when Boss Shuffle is on that there's always at least one of those in level 9. And speaking of one of those in level 9, here's a Patra.
Hello, friend Patra.
Well, unfortunately, Patrick Wayne isn't anybody's friend, really, except for Ganon's. Now, it's worth noting that offensively, Potato Pony is at a bit of a disadvantage because of not getting the white sword, but is able to take the Patra down all the same. And Potato Pony, I believe, is in the correct room. Had to bomb a specific wall to get there, too.
There's the push, the stairs. And lo and behold, the silver arrows.
And that's going to put Potato Pony in go mode, about to be battling Ganon. It will take a total of 15 hits with the wood sword at most.
And he bombed up from below. I bombed from the other side of that room, so you can bomb in either side of that room.
Yeah, I believe it was right or below. Left, I don't think worked, if memory serves me.
No, because that whole little 6-room quadrant is completely blocked off. So, because Zelda's room was to the other side.
And once again, here's Ganon.
Yep, the stun lock on Ganon is rather tricky to get, but if you can keep him in place, the fight's not so bad. It's when he gets away that things can be a little problematic. So after Ganon gets hit, he randomly goes to one of 3 points in the room, and if he's not at the point that's right in front of you, you're not getting the stun lock. That's all there is to it in that regard. And he did use a potion as well. Here we go. Got it in place, and then Ganon slips away.
Takes a lot of hits with that sword.
Yep, and all those hits means we got more bacon, Potato Pony, the Triforce of Power, and goes into the room to the south, which is not the room. Once he heads to the room to the right, it'll be all done. Get your GGs in chat for Potato Pony, who has finished third on Restream, 8th overall with a time of 1 hour, 32 minutes, 12 seconds. And we are joined by Potato Pony GG.
Thanks very much, GG, to Eat My Spiel and everybody else who's already wrapped this one up.
Yeah, GG, man.
It was I was almost about to give up on 9. I kept running out of bombs and kept getting lucky, getting an extra one, and finally found the last room I could reach, which had the silvers.
So let's go back a bit to the beginning of the seed. You went through level 8 early. Unfortunately, you weren't able to get all the items out of there. You want to know what you missed in there?
Yeah, I'd love to know what else was there, because I kept thinking that I should go back and get the rest of the things out of 8. I went back and killed the dig dogger at some point, forgetting that there was a shutter door there, but I never went for the rest.
So the stair item was another heart container, which might have gotten used to that magical sword. We don't know exactly how many it would take for that. And then the floor item was a white sword.
It would have been nice to get the white sword, but the combat wasn't too tough, so maybe in the end it's just as well I didn't spend more time there.
Yeah, well, White Sword would have helped. It didn't matter at the end because you were able to power through anyway. And with a good potion use in the Ganon fight as well.
Yeah, it had been long enough getting to that point. I wasn't going to take any chances at that point, and then it seemed like not that my Ganon fight is particularly strong, but it seemed like he kept spawning in the right when I was camped out on the left just to spite me.
Understandable. Then again, I had a lot of potions used earlier in a different rando where I swear I was playing a Z1R because I used that many potions. Leave it at that.
But my favorite part of what was going on in my head during this seed is I had explored most of the overworld and hadn't found levels 1 or 4, and I had tracked it right, but I had just forgotten that I hadn't checked the coast bomb spots down in the south, and so I had talked myself into thinking that both of the raft spots must be levels, and I was about to go digging for the raft before I realized, oh hey, there's a few spots here I haven't checked.
We've all done that at some point, mismarked something on our tracker or misremembered where something was. I swear, no matter how many times you played a randomizer, that's gonna happen at some point. And you hate to see it, but it does happen. But as for the seed that's going on right now, Willard J. Bradley is about to get the silver arrows and be in go mode. Meanwhile, for the final time tonight, here's Ganon!
Willard decides to pop a potion right off the bat as well.
It's gonna be up to 8 hits with the White Sword. And with that, we got our bacon. Willard is the Triforce of Power.
Takes the room to the right.
And he's going to find out that he was right. Get your GGs in chat for Willard J. Bradley, who wraps it up on Restream. And 11th overall with a time of 1:36.54. Dr. J took 9th with a 1:35.03, and Spudosaurus took 10th with a 1:35.48.
Welcome.
Welcome, Willard. GG.
I finished, yay.
Hooray.
I know that feeling all too well.
Horrible, jeez. But hey, I didn't get last, so I'm satisfied. That's that. Well, I did on Restream, but that's okay.
It's all right.
It's all good.
It's been a year, a couple of years probably since the last time I actually raced Z1 Rando, so this is a good warm up, I guess.
That's right, with SG Live coming up in with the deadline for signups rather being on the 15th for Z1R.
Ah, so I still have time to bail. Okay, good. Thank you. Listen. Those red bubbles, it just makes me want to turn the game off every time. I'm not a fan. I'm really just not a fan. But we'll see.
So, Willard, I think you were the first one on the restream to go and find level 1 and find all the goodies there.
Oh, I was? Sweet. Did everyone else go up to Death Mountain and find the other goodies that were required? Mostly the recorder?
You definitely took a little while finding that recorder, just having to, over by the grave.
Yeah, I don't think I had bombs the first time I went over, because I stopped at Vanilla 6 and then saved and quit because I think it was going to steal my money. So, but at the same time, I wouldn't have had enough parts to get it anyway, but it would have been good info.
Yeah, there was decent amount of money even with that low mid, and but those bomb prices.
Yeah, the 30 smackers. a little too much. I am really glad that I went out of my way to farm for Blue Ring, because especially later on with all the dungeons, with all the Gibdos and Lionels, that's no thanks. I would have died so much more. But yeah, missing out on the hint over by 7 that told you that the power bracelet wasn't required, because I was pretty late to get the ladder, and then I wanted that power bracelet, and then of course none of it led to anything useful. It was kind of unfortunate.
It makes you feel any better. I went and got that power bracelet too. So.
Well, I mean,
Everybody did.
Of course, everyone. But yeah, the nice thing though is once I found, after I checked all the recorder or all the power bracelet spots and raft spots leading to nothing, I immediately was like, okay, well, 2's at 7. So as soon as I found 8, I was out of there.
Yep. Only once. Yeah, it's like it had to be that one dungeon because there's got to be an overworld block.
Mm-hmm.
And only 7 possible overworld blocks in the first quest to overworld. You get into second quest and mixed overworld, then that's a different story.
Ugh, all the recorder spots.
Yeah.
And the power bracelet spots and the ladder spots.
It's too much.
Agreed. 100%.
It's too much. But yeah, no, I had fun with the seed. It helped getting the blue ring early, and then 6 took forever. I regret full clearing 8, obviously, because I found nothing out of there. But I just wasn't ready to commit to a full clear 9, and then I wish I had, because the silvers were there. So.
Well, to be fair, Mags was going to be at least 13 hearts, so finding the white sword out of 8 was definitely, without a doubt, the best thing you could have found there.
Right. I just wish I'd found it faster. Because I full cleared 8. I think I had maybe 1 or 2 rooms left before I found the sword, and I was like, wow, probably could have saved some time there. But either way, I was hesitant to be on the restream just because I knew I was going to be last amongst all of them, because I'm sure everyone on the restream knows what they're doing more than I do. But I'm just glad I finished, so I'm happy.
Yep, you did well, Willard. And honestly, I think you could hang with just about everybody in this community.
Just gotta get some good early wand, early white sword, and no wizrobes. Wizrobes in the overworld are awful because they spawn on top of you all the time, but it means they're not going to be in the dungeon, so you don't have to kill them. You can just walk around them. So it's a toss-up. It's a double-edged sword. Anyway.
Through that.
But yeah, GG's to everyone. Yeah. Thanks for having me.
GG, man.
GG's to all the runners tonight, as this was a lot of fun to be able to call. And also, while we're at it, please feel free to give our 4 runners a follow. Their names are as you see them in the chat. They're the true stars of the show. And also feel free to toss myself or my co-commentator / tracker doing double duty tonight, Churros1, if you feel so inclined. So with that, any final thoughts on the seed?
Nope. It was fine. Goodbye.
Hey, thanks for the comms and tracking everybody, and good job, and see you again. Thanks.
All right, that's gonna wrap us up. To one more reminder: October 15th, last day for signups for SG Live 2021.
Yep, gonna be a remote event again this year, and the more signups we have, the merrier. But with that, it's time to call it a night. For my co-commentator and tracker Chiros, our restreamer, as well as everybody behind the scenes at Speed Gaming and our runners, I'm Leslie Pro, saying watch out for Lionels, watch out for Wizrobes, stay kind, stay safe, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.